Good morning. Here we are at Monday again. Spent the weekend rinsing it off. Now we're going to repeat it. Here we go. So we got lower lifts today. We got squats, back squats with static. These are 8 seconds reps, and they're 4x6. Then we've got 3x10 auxiliaries, hack squats, leg curls, leg extensions, calf raises, and body weight single elevated squats. Kind of like Bulgarian splits. I'm gonna have to look and see what the difference is, but most likely mine's gonna look like the Bulgarian split squat. But anyway, we'll see. So we're gonna set this up. Squats at 8-second reps, 4x6, and I got me a little stand for my phone. Not a stand, it's another mount that goes on a clamp, and that clamp I can probably put on one of my dumbbells, and that's going to be right in front of the squat rack. That way I can see my timer. 8 seconds pretty easy to keep track of, but whenever I got the 15-second plus reps, those are a little bit harder to keep track of anyway. So got that ready to go for the next long ones. I'll use it for this anyway. So here we're going to set this up and get this workout done, and Monday started. Chat at y'all after the workout. got her done. So Monday down, Tuesday's next. We got a lower body workout. That was good. Oh my goodness. Got a good workout out of that. Kind of messed up on my interval timer that I have. I had it set to only 4 reps instead of 6. So my first 3 sets of static squats, I only did 4 reps. So on my 4th set, I did 6 reps, and I did an additional 5th set and did 6 reps again to catch myself back up. So I ended up getting all 24 reps in at least. And good thing was I ended up with 195 pounds, and I did that on that last set. So I got 6 whole reps with additional weight, more weight than I would have done otherwise. So pretty happy about that. And that 195 was about the right weight. I probably could have, I don't know, I probably could have done 205, maybe even 215. Definitely not 225, but because at the bottom of the lift, I mean, from the depth, I was out of shape on a couple of times coming up, meaning my hips came up without my head. You know, can't keep your shoulders back. That'll cause some issues. So that's why I decided to keep it at 195 for those last 2 reps. I mean, last 2 sets. But anyway, all the other lifts, that meniscus in my left knee on the leg extensions is giving me grief. Able to do them, but sometimes it gives and sometimes it holds. But makes you a little less confident using it. But anyway, did a lighter weight, and in the end it'll be good for it. And we did some leg curls and calf raises. Those all went well. And then the very last, body weight and hack squats, those were actually tough for only having I don't know how much the yoke weighs. I bet the yoke weighs 100 pounds at least, and I had 245s, 90 pounds on the rack. And that's usually what I do for hack squats. If it's a higher rep, you know, like 10 reps, I'll usually do that. But then we had at the end we had the single leg squats with the rear elevated on the bench. A whole lot like Bulgarian. I don't know if I did them any differently. I have to look and see what the difference is between those. But anyway, by the 3rd set of those, that was 3 sets of 10. By the 3rd set of those, because I'd already worked my quads out pretty good, they were getting a pretty good burn on that. So that was good. And the walk, my legs were tired enough that I did a slow walk. I think it was over a 15-minute pace. When I do leg day like that, I don't like to push the legs too hard. I want them to get some good blood flow, and but not work the muscles and burn up anything that everything's already tore down. So you're not wanting to tear it down with a different degree of kind of working out. I don't want to, impede what I just did in the weights. So anyway, guess it's time to go in. Just walking around, catching my breath from the walk and cooling off. It was plenty warm. Got a good sweat going, dripping. The squat rack had sweat drips in it when it was done. They're still there drying up. So anyway, gonna head in, get some Joe, get the day started, get it over with, get on to Tuesday. We'll see y'all tomorrow.